And welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. First pitch moments away, and towing the slab in this one, Tanner Bybee.
Oh, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel. Weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Here's Mike Trout. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. That's outside, and that is ball one. And a foul ball. Neto on at first, nobody out. Misses off the inside, and that's ball two.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Here comes a pitch. And that's way high. And that's ball three.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And ball four, two aboard.
Base knock, and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
Nolan Schanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Raging back towards the wall. And that one is out of here. He circles the bases, and they take the lead. It's 3-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Now this is in the air down the line. Schneemann on his way over. Makes the catch. And there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
And a seed into center, that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting 6th.
Here is Moncada. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Throw to first in time.
Batting seventh, catcher Logan O'Hoppe.
Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Right through there for a strike.
An at-bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Cut on and lifted in the air, and that'll do it. Angels add 3 on this blast. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And today's starter, Tyler Anderson. What do you look for here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
In the air to left down the line. Brings it in, and there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
So in now for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. There's a strike. Anderson, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a cutter, a sinker, and he works in a slider.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Foul ball. And that's off the inside edge. And 1-1. 2 out, space is empty. Next offering is in for a strike. And they'll do it again.
He's mixing his pitches really well late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Safe in second, and that was not close.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Man at second. Clips the corner, and it's a ball and a strike.
That's the ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Ramirez at second with 2 down. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. That's off the inside corner. 3-2 now. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ward right there to make the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Guardians lead 1. They trail it here 3-0. Here in Cleveland, top of the second. Here's the second baseman, Christian Moore. Bybee, 26 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2021. Bybee back to work. That's in there. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
But Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That one ran inside, almost got him. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Ball.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. On the ground, right side. Slings to first and quickly one away in the second.
Batting ninth, center fielder Bryce Teodosio.
Here's the center fielder. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. In there for strike 1. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
1 down, base is empty. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Out towards right center field. Thomas on the move to the alley. Hauls it in for the out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Trout. Walked his first time. Up
Ball
and
one.
in. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Man on second, 2 down. Hard hit, but right at him and left. Angels lead 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Jhonkensy Noel. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it drops in. And a good start to the inning. Gabriel Arias digs in now.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
Clips the corner. That's strike 1. Noel gets his lead at first with nobody out. That one the other way, and now maybe extra bases. Oh, the throw is over his head. Now second and third, and nobody out.
Everything came together for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
On the ground, right side. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Well, you're definitely looking to do more with that opportunity at the plate. 2 runners in scoring position, but at least he puts the ball in play. They bring across 1 run. Still 1 out there to pick up.
Here's Brian Rocchio. And there's a foul ball. Anderson ready to work. Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. And the count is 0-2. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. 1 away with a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. And the first pitch misses for ball
One ball.
one.
No strike.
Two outs with a runner at third. Fouled off. He was late. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. Throws from his knees. And they get the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Back here in Cleveland, all set for the start of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, left fielder, Taylor Ward.
So up next, Taylor Ward. He's 0 for 1. There's the strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Fastball for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Line drive, and it goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Joe Adele. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one outside. 1-0. Schanuel over at first with one away. On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Angels 3 and the Guardians 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Lifted in the air down the left side. Ward drifts towards it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
Right fielder, Daniel.
And here is Daniel Schneemann. Just missed. In for a strike, and it's 1-1.
1-1. No, that's a ball.
One out, base is empty. That one the other way. Hauls it in, and there's two away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Ramirez batting for the second time, and that's strike one. And there's a ball.
One ball, one strike.
In the air, right side, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for two. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So runner at second, two down. Manzardo, the next to hit. Fly to left his first time. In there, and it's 0-1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Good eye right there. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Next pitch, not close, up high. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. On to inning number 4. It's the Angels 3 and the Guardians 1. Start of the 4th. Here is Yoan Moncada.
Third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
All right, Singy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. That one misses. 1-2 the count.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swung on, belted. Going back. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boo. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. It's something to improve.
And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. Fly to left his first time. And takes low for ball 1. And another ball, double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jacob Junis getting loose out there. Ballard, a left-hander, also throwing. Ripped to third. Ramirez sends it to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Up next for the Angels, second baseman, Christian Moore.
Now it's the second baseman, Christian Moore. There's the strike. One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. Ripped on the ground at second. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, the center fielder, Bryce Teodosio.
And now the center fielder. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it, and that'll do it. Angels strand one, but they still lead it 3-1. Back now at Progressive Field. John Chabi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, John Kenzie Noel. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does. The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. And that one ripped into right. Runner on at first with one gone. Here comes Lane Thomas. Out in front, rip foul. Tap foul at the plate. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out looking.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Here's the second baseman, Brian Rocchio. That catches the outside corner. Strike one. Arias, the runner at first with two gone. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. So one hit is all they get. We've played 4. It's the Angels 3 and the Guardians 1. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Zach Neto. Bybee back to work.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him
Now
up
batting,
on the inside part of the
designated
plate.
hitter,
Couldn't get
Mike
around
Trout.
on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That one way inside.
1 and 2. Ball.
Back to the mound. He's got it. In plenty of time to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the
Now
5th.
batting, first baseman Nolan Shanaway.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Nolan Shanaway. He's already homered in this game. First
Nope, that's
pitch,
off
and
the
he
plate.
just misses. Shanaway, in his 2nd season, 23 years old, a former first-round pick
Nope.
in 2023.
1 and 1.
2 outs. That
That's
misses,
the ball.
and a count 2-1. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Just off the outside edge.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a miss. Tanner Bybee with the strikeout. And the Angels are gone in order as the lead remains 3-1. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor.
Naylor.
And that's a strike.
You know,
No
these
ball, 1
Guardians
strike.
looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
And that one is lifted in the air. Adele pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now a chance for Daniel Schneemann. 0 for 2 in this one. And a foul ball. Just missed.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing could put you right back in this ball game.
And that misses. 2-1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Two down, nobody on. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. Fights it off, he'll see another. And that one is downstairs, and it's a full count.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Draws the walk there. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
That's a nice at-bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Schneemann leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fastball for a strike. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 3-1. Kyle Manzardo waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with 1 swing if he gets the chance.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First baseman, Kyle.
First and second, 2 outs. Manzardo getting ready to hit. Just missed.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
That one's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swing and a ball popped up. Moore sizes this one up, makes the grab, and that is the inning. Guardians strand a couple. Score holds. It's 3-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Jacob Junis.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's a big power threat. Taylor Ward.
Leading off for the Angels, left fielder, Taylor Ward.
as he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers.
1-0.
And that's downstairs. Ball one. Action in the pen down there. Trevor Steffen up and throwing. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
Now batting, right fielder, Joe Adele.
And next for L.A., Joe Adele, 1 for 2. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. Here comes Yoan Moncada.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
That one catches the zone. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look.
Now a dive at short, fires to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6, and now the DH, John Kenzie Noel. And that one in there at the knees for a strike.
No ball.
0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Luis Garcia up and loosening in the pen. Zephyr John warming up as well. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-1. Just missed. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
That's down and in.
2 strike.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Swinging a foul straight back. And now the 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Pulls that one foul. The Guardians trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. There's Lane Thomas now.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Next offering upstairs. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Swing and a ground ball. A dive. Nice stop. On the money. Nice play.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Back now at Progressive Field. Top of inning number 7. And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. A little bit high, maybe. And that's ball 1.
Ball. No strike. Ball. 2-0.
That one missed.
That's the ball. 3-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Cut on and missed, struck him out. 1 down.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Foul ball there. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Ground ball up the middle. Rocchio. Jump throw. Nicely done for the out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance. Had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the center fielder. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
On the ground. Tosses to first. Angels retired. 1-2-3. Angels held in check. And the score stays 3-1.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher in the
Angels.
game for the Angels,
Number
Luis
66.
Garcia.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now Brian Rocchio.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swinging a foul straight back. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Going back on this one. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Really important at bat coming up now.
And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
1-0.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. The tying run at the plate. Swings and chases a low one there.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. He's under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move.
Now pitching for the
Brock
Angels.
Burke taking over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Daniel Schneemann now at the plate. And he lays one down the left side. Moncada. Neto for one, and he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Pivotal at bat now for the dangerous Jose Ramirez. A switch hitter batting right. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
And that one fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. That one a little bit high, and the count even 1-1. Fastball is outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that one fouled off.
Give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And there's a ball.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Jump throw across his body. What a play. Inning over.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back, and a
Guardians.
new arm on the mound to start the eighth.
Number
Trevor
37.
Steffen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Zach Neto. Steffen, the tall righty, 29 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2017.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball two.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And one away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Trout, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Tim Herron appears to be getting loose. That one fouled off. Headed down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Yes.
Next one misses. 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Next
3-2.
offering is down low. Struck him out without a swing. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Back
Angels.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the bottom of the
56.
8th. Ryan Zefferjohn. Kyle Mansardo digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 3 in this one.
Mansardo.
Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
And another ball. Just missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out. I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Up next,
John
for the
Kenzie
Guardians.
Noel will hit
Designated
next.
hitter, John Kenzie Noel.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like
Moncada, more for 1. And that is a rally killer. 2 gone in the 8th.
they made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Ball
That's a ball.
1 and a pitch inside.
1 ball, no strike.
The Guardians down by a pair here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
2 balls, no strike.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
2-1.
Strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
2 outs. Gets under it and pops it up. Shanuel has this one sized up. He makes the grab, and that is that. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. Through 8 full, it's the Angels 3 and the Guardians 1.
Now pitching
We're
for the
back. It's the
Guardians.
top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
49.
Colby Allard.
Colby Allard.
Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. Ball 1 there. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Squeezes it, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Angels, right fielder Joe.
Now it's the
Adele.
right fielder, Joe Adele. 1 for 3. Just missed. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Tim Herron, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Strike one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Not close with that one, and it's 2-1. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now Yohan Moncada right through there for a strike. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's 2 down. So in now for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe.
Logan O'Hoppe.
That just misses. Ball one. Step off, throw to first. Adele back in on a dive. Adele off of first with 2 away. That one inside. And the count now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Runner on the go. Gets a piece and stays alive. Just misses with that one.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Thomas under it. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Angels 3 and the Guardians 1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Kenley Jansen.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Thomas in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Hit in the air, right field. Adele makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman.
He's 2 outs away. And up next for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Jansen fires. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
Now batting, catcher, Bo
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out.
Naylor.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians.
You got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Up the middle, Moore flips to second. That's one. The double play ends it right here.
Way to make a pitch right there. Get that ball on the ground. Defense picking them up. Huge double play to end this ball game.
And your final 3-1. Kenley Jansen picking up the save. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
By the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing that first and 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped. Landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a lisp like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing, he couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it. Branded, since the first kick flip he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit. Cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here, so I'm sorry young man, there's no skating here. So we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way he rolled, just a rebel to the world with no place to go. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push and coast. My man got a little older, became a better roller. Yeah, no helmet, been on killing himself, is what his mama said. But he was feeling himself, got a little more swag in his style. Met his girlfriend, she was clapping in the crowd. Love is what was happening to him now. He said I would marry you, but I'm engaged to these aerials and varials, and I don't think this board is strong enough to carry two. She said, bow, I weigh 120 pounds now.